What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Weapon Collective. My name's Jeff and I'm out on the range today, and I welcome the overcast. It's been very hot as of late, so this is a nice change of pace. And what are we doing today? We are looking at a new gun. I just did an unboxing in the Gat Cave, went over the gun, my initial handling impressions, things like that. And we are, of course, talking about the Sig Sauer P211 GTO. This is Sig's first run at an actual 2011, and I think, having not shot this gun yet, I haven't put a single round through it yet, I think they did a decent job. I will say that. I'm more impressed with this gun than I thought I would be. It snuck up on me. I've been waiting for this gun to come out for quite some time, and without much of a ceremonial release, it just got released. It was just there one day. So picked one up, and my initial impressions, I think it's a pretty decent run at a 2011. So let's just go through it. It is a 4.4 inch barrel, 5 inches overall with the compensator. And the compensator is interesting. This is their Mach 3D comp. So they 3D printed this, and people are doing that with suppressors, and shouldn't present any issue, but they do advertise that it is a 30% decrease in muzzle rise. Now, I have no way of measuring that. It's just gonna go by feel, but I do love compensated guns, so we'll see how this thing stacks up. They did 3D print it because traditional machining, they were unable to get some of the geometry of this thing, so they went the 3D printing route. Maybe they stumbled onto something that will be like the new norm. That would be cool. So I did set it up, Trijicon SRO Surefire X300 Turbo, no big surprise. Of course, there is going to be the thing I don't like about it, which is the grip safety. And I figure I'm gonna get this, shoot it, get my initial impressions on the gun out of the box as is before I start tinkering with it, but this will not last. That is definitely gonna get deleted. And aesthetically, I think it's a good looking gun. I like the black with these G10 Ho grips. I think that looks really nice. It is a steel frame, aluminum grip, and then these G10 inserts. And I believe this is a fully reversible mag release that can just swap side to side like the Staccato HD series. Don't quote me on that. Just under inspecting this thing, it appears to be. It is a ambi gun, so you have ambi slide, stop, and release on both sides, and thumb safeties. It is the way things are trending. And then the trigger on this, it's coming in about 3.5 to 4 pounds, somewhere around there. I would like it in a perfect world, sub 3, but maybe it'll break in a little bit, but it's not a bad trigger by any means. I'm just used to lighter triggers. It does run SIG P211 magazines. Now for me, I don't love that. I would much rather have it run 2011 mags, and that is a matter of convenience. There's been plenty of times I've brought a gun to the range and realized I forgot the mags. So I just towed around a box of 2011 magazines because I'm always shooting 2011s, and those mags work across 99.9% of all my 2011s. So introducing P320 mags or the Glock mags or any magazine like the Bull Armory has their proprietary mag. I just don't like that idea that I have to remember to bring that specific mag. But I get the idea behind it. If this is your first 2011 and you have P320s and P320 magazines, makes a lot of sense. And it is a proven magazine. These are good mags, but it's just a matter of preference for me. This thing, I've been fairly impressed with handling it, dry firing it. Aesthetically, I think it looks good, feels good in hand. So let's get this thing out, put some rounds through it, and do the real homework here. How is this thing shoot? Okay guys, just got done putting the initial rounds through the SIG P211 GTO. Now, I will say I was absolutely impressed. More impressed than I thought I was gonna be. When I first heard SIG was coming out with the 2011, I didn't have the highest of hopes, if I'm being 100% honest. And then I got this thing a couple days ago, took it out of the box, and my initial impressions were, hey, this is actually a better gun than I thought it was going to be. I like how it feels in the hand. I like the controls. Everything feels good. The trigger's nice. And then I got it out here, and going into this, the big question has always been, how is this thing going to stack up to the Staccato XC? That's the general unit of measure that everybody uses. Whoa, is that the Staccato XC killer? That's every gun that comes out, right? So this one, of course, had that same moniker, the Staccato XC killer. And my bias going into this was there's no way it's going to shoot better in the Staccato. Well, after shooting it, I will say this. It doesn't shoot any worse, for sure. So I have to get the Staccato out and put these things head to head on the same day, shoot them one after the other to really give the W to one of them. But I was very impressed with this thing. The compensator works beautifully. This thing shoots super soft, super flat. I'm gonna give the trigger win to the SIG. The Staccato comes with that polymer curve trigger. Just this being a flat trigger, already better. I prefer flat triggers. So we'll see. Trigger weights, I think they're breaking about the same, but I'm gonna have to get both of them out. I will give the slide butteriness to the Staccato. I don't have to have that. This one's a little clunkier. That's for sure. They both have the grip safety. Both are ambi thumb safeties. This one is ambi slide stops and I believe mag release. So if you're a lefty, this is a great gun for you. The grip on the SIG is better. The Staccato XE comes with the polymer grip. This is an aluminum grip with these G10 inserts. And I really like this grip. This gun feels very nice in hand. Like it sits right up high under that beaver tail, even with the grip safety. And I think the biggest single thing on this gun is the compensator. The one thing I can say without shooting the guns about the compensator is this is a two-piece. It actually attaches like the radium with the set screw on the side, and it is 3D printed. The Staccato is, of course, milled into the barrel. It's a one-piece barrel and compensator. So that might have the edge on accuracy, but as far as any accuracy issues, this was a very accurate gun for what I was doing today. I'm very surprised, honestly. This thing shot really, really nice. So heading out to the range today, I had no expectation of how the Staccato XC video versus was going to be. I just already assumed the Staccato XC was going to win. But after shooting this thing, I'm not so sure. It's going to be very close. It's a toss-up in my mind right now. And this gun definitely has some attributes that are better, and it is significantly cheaper. So I think there is a lot going on with this gun. I wish it ran 2011 mags, but not the case. So I'm going to stop harping on that point. But the only thing left to do is to get the Staccato XC out here on the same day as the P211 and put them head to head and see who the victor is. So stay tuned for that video because that's definitely coming up. Please comment, like, share, and most importantly, subscribe. I'm Jeff for the Weapon Collective, reminding you, keep your weapons collected and keep collecting your weapons. I'll catch you next time. The first metric we're really running it against, so let's give it a go. Well, that would have been so fast. That was it. All A's too. It was a good draw though.